Greetings, YouTube. Um, in January, the CDC announced that there was concern about the coronavirus, COVID-19. I believe it was January 8th. And the President of the United States did not make a public statement about the seriousness of this disease until March 13th, 2 months. And in that intervening time, he did 9 campaign rallies and went golfing 6 times. And the arc of the coronavirus in his universe was, of course, first it was a hoax by the Chinese, then it was a hoax by the Democrats. And then when people started to die, particularly white people, then suddenly it was not a hoax, but it was just like the flu. Just, you'll get over it. Everything's fine. And then, of course, they started lying about how many tests there were, and lying about how rapidly we will come up with a treatment, how rapidly there will be a vaccine, which is still, as of the time of this recording, which is April 3rd, probably 18 months away. But he gave the definite impression it was just around the corner, and it isn't. And the tests, even the most common tests available right now, can take days, 3 to 5 days to get a result. The newest tests are far faster, but there are far fewer of those, so those are being saved for critical cases, which makes sense. He lied about the number of ICU beds out there and the number of ventilators out there, and he lied about companies making new ventilators when those companies were not making ventilators at that point. And remember, President Chitgibbon lies on average 11 times a day. And this is no different. And also remember that he fired the pandemic experts we had in our government because Obama had put them in place. Remember, his goal is to dismantle every single thing that Obama ever did because he's a racist. And Obama was a powerful, charismatic black dude. And he hates that. He hates that Obama is a powerful, charismatic black guy. Because President Chitgibbon is just a callow, flaccid, amoral turnip. And that's all he's ever going to be. But remember, in that 2-month time period, when we could have been doing something, he was doing campaign rallies and he was golfing. Now, a real leader would have been doing everything in their power to make sure that the United States of America was protected and its people safe. Not campaigning. They would have suspended their campaign. Not golfing. They would have canceled all golf trips. But not him. Nope. Just keep lying. Keep doing what you want. Keep ignoring the problem until it was pushed so far into your face that you couldn't ignore it anymore. Keep spewing lies and bad facts and hopeful thinking as opposed to medical data to the American people every day. History is going to show that everything you could do wrong was done wrong. And that we may lose 250,000 Americans because for 2 months, he didn't do shit. He sat on his hands and he lied. And he's finally encountered something that he can't just bluster his way past. And it's going to kill people. It is killing people. People that didn't have to die. It took a month for the first 1,000 deaths in America. It took 3 days for the second 1,000. Think about that. And all those deaths should be laid at his feet. Because contrary to what he may say, the buck stops in the Oval Office. He's in charge of the federal government, as scary as that thought may be. But when he said that he bears no personal responsibility at all about this whole thing, it is the first honest thing he's ever said in his entire life. Because he truly believes that it isn't his responsibility. But it is. He's at the top. It's just that in his case, he's at the top of the highest pile of shit the world's ever seen.